welcome, I am Civilian and this is Shrouded Isle. I haven't played it before, this is going to be my first time playing, but I do know a bit about it and the basics of how it works. It is a game in which we play as the leader of a cult worshipping a dark and sinister god, and our goal, our mission, is to eliminate all of the major sinners before 3 years are up, and also to not get overthrown in rebellion. So we just need to keep control of the cult and eliminate all the sinners. We'll see how this goes. It's very based in RNG, and those are Lord and Return of Glory. Good. There are sinners in our community. Yes, so we need to get rid of the sinners. Everyone's a bit of a sinner, but we need to get rid of the major sinners. 3 years until Judgment Day. So yeah, 3 years to eliminate major sinners. So there's a lot of RNG. You're meant to have many attempts until the stars align and you win. That isn't to say there's no skill involved, of course, it is a strategy game. So these are each of the houses that follow us. We've got 2 that are neutral, we've got 1 that is dissatisfied, and we've got 2 that are satisfied. So let's start talking to them. Here are the Kegni. They approve of us. I like all their portraits. Very mysterious. And we can do an inquiry to learn a bit of their traits. The goal is to eliminate these sinners. We can do that by finding out their traits. So everyone has a good trait and a bad trait, but the bad trait is not necessarily a major sin that requires execution for the glory of our cult. No one is perfect. You know, if we eliminated everyone with minor flaws, then obviously I would be the only one left. So we just need to find out how bad these sins are. So we're going to start our inquiry on, let's say this lady. She is a narcissist, -20. It's a minor vice, it's not worth sacrificing her for, so we know she's in the clear. So now we need to appoint an advisor. We are going to appoint, well, this is the person who's going to help us and hinder us according to their virtues and vices, and they're also going to be in charge of boosting these meters at the bottom. We can't let any of these meters at the bottom, ignorance, fervor, discipline, penitence, and obedience, none of them can drop below that little line. And so our narcissist here will remove 20 penitence. Is that how you pronounce it? That's how you pronounce it. Our narcissist here will remove 20 from this if we use her, so I'd rather not use her. And we can also use advisors to find out about people. So let's start with maybe this person. They are lacking fervor, but our fervor is not too bad, so we can afford to take a bit of a hit to that. And I would like to find out more about you, Nikolai Kegni. There we go. We've got 1. And now we just need to do that for all of the rest of these. So who have we got here? Let's do an inquiry. Let's do an inquiry into... I would like my discipline boosted. So we don't want this person. This person is disciplined. I would like my discipline boosted, so we're going to investigate them. But they know too much. I'm going to appoint them anyway. Yaromir, you are going to be appointed. Okay, the Cadwells. So again, our discipline is quite low, so I don't want anyone undisciplined at the moment. We have a disciplined person here. We have someone full of fervor here, and we have someone low of fervor who we appointed as a different advisor, so I might take this full of fervor person. Yeah, I'm going to take this full of fervor person and hope that it kind of cancels out. Okay, the Blackborns. So, we've got a few of them. We know a bit about them. They don't hate us, so we can do an inquiry. You can't do an inquiry if they're dissatisfied, so that's the benefit. Also, if they hate you too much, they'll rebel, which is bad. Let's go for another discipline person, and I like this portrait. So they are athletic, so they've got +10 discipline. So we'll take them as an advisor. That's pretty good. And there we go. We just got 1 more. Who have we got here? We don't need this obedient person because our obedience is pretty good. So we could actually take this disobedient person. I can't do an inquiry because they dislike me, they are dissatisfied. We're just going to take this person, and we've got plenty of obedience, so we can afford to have a disobedient person. Okay, and now we've got a letter, which is just like random events, which is where the kind of roguelike element comes in here. Although, of course, the people you get, the sins they get, it's all random. And you're supposed to have a bunch of runs to get to the end, basically. We've begun a fast in honour of Chernobog. Chernobog is our Dark Lord, obviously. Okay, so we've got a choice here, to encourage fervor and discipline, or discipline and something else. We have plenty of fervor, so I'm gonna do discipline and question mark. And approval, which is quite nice to have actually, because now Blackborn like us a bit more. Yeah, now they're only at -10, which is not too bad. it's time for us to begin the season with the advisors we've selected. And we have to play each individual month. So we count our 3 years in seasons, playing each individual month. Now then, you can select up to 3 advisors, but you get diminishing returns. If I select 1, then I get plus 25 favour with the house, and I get a big bonus here to ignorance. I don't know the exact numbers. Same here. If I do 2, then I only get plus 10 bonus to the house. Now, you may think plus 25 is better than 2 plus 10s, so why don't you, like, just have one person every season? But actually, because you get minus 5 if you don't pick them, it actually works out as a net of plus 5 regardless of how many people you pick, because you get 5 each if you do 3 people. So yeah, it's net 5 influence, friendship, happiness points, loyalty, I don't know what that metric is, but satisfaction, you get a net plus 5 every month regardless. So it's really about what we want to boost. I think we should boost, and it's also about who we want to learn more about. I kind of want to learn more about these people since I already know quite a bit about them. If I can nail them down as sinners, then I can eliminate them, because at the end of this 3 months, we're going to have to sacrifice someone, and I would like it to be a sinner. So we're going to go for these 3 as a start. I think discipline and ignorance could use boosting, and I would like to find out more about these 2, because I already know quite a bit about them, so we should be able to find out what their vices are pretty soon. We got some extra ignorance, we didn't know about his virtue, and he's lazy. And we found out that Yaramir is just curious, which is, not too bad, so that's fine. And Danica, let's see, boosted our discipline, got some extra fervour, and is a weasel. Okay, and we want to keep the Ephersons happy, so I might have them next. Okay, so we've got lazy, curious, and weasel. None of these people are sinners, which, I mean, it's good to know what they have. It's kind of annoying that none of them are really major sinners, because that means I don't have anyone to execute yet. And of course, by randomness, we could have selected no one who has any major minus 30 is what we're looking for, vices, which we can execute them for, which would be very unfortunate. So that's where the randomness really comes in here. We have just tanked our obedience. Oh, minus 30. We have found a major vice worthy of sacrificing someone for. Okay, we've got a major vice. So we found someone to sacrifice, which is quite a relief. Now we just need to focus on what we're boosting. I'm going to be boosting obedience here after it was just tanked horribly. And I think that's going to be it. We've lost a ton of fervour. Wow, okay. That is unfortunate. We've lost a ton. Maybe this is a major sinner, Tierney? Tierney might be some kind of major vice against fervour. And now it's time for us to make a sacrifice to protect the village. And I think we all know who we're going to choose. Aaron Epherson. The Ephersons will not be happy, but major vice. So that's what we need. It's going to boost our ignorance, which is good. Oh no, it's going to decrease our ignorance, but boost our obedience. Time for us to sacrifice. You want to know as much as possible about someone before you sacrifice. Here we go. Sacrifice to our dark god. As the clouds gather overhead. It's perfect. It's perfect. Praise Chernobog. So yeah, we can't kill someone that we just suspect, like we suspect the Blackborn advisor. We need to know that they are a major sinner, otherwise you get penalties. You can't just do it on a guess. And you also should know their virtue as well, ideally. A whisper has caressed our dreams. My faithful servant, I await your devotion. Encourage obedience, unfaltering spirit of law and order, the cowardly one. Give her to me. So, there is a coward, and I think also the coward is a woman. So we need to figure out who the coward is. It could actually be the Blackborn that we picked last time. Yeah, so this fervour is hindered by cowardice. Tierney had... Let's just find out. No, I think we'll just take Tierney, and we'll investigate someone completely different. Like Svetlana. Okay, and we're going to appoint Tierney because I'm pretty sure Tierney is a coward. So if we can just expose that, then we can... I should have probably done an inquiry into Tierney. But if we can expose that next advisor season, then we can sacrifice Tierney and everything will be great. So that's that sorted. Now, we have murdered one of their house members, so they're not happy with us. Which kind of is fair enough, really. As to our advisor, we need more fervour. So we're going to take Zayana because she's full of fervour. So she's going to buff our fervour a bit. And that's going to be good. Over here, we've got a weasel. But to be honest, I'm not that bothered that we have a weasel. already got our extra obedience. So the bar's been moved upwards by that commission from our Dark Lord. So we need extra obedience, but we've already got that. So as long as it doesn't lower too much. Now, Danica. I might appoint Danica just because I want that fervor back up. But Sagan also has fervor, so we're gonna investigate them. Violent, +10. Do you know what? I'll take it. So we're gonna have +10 to our fervor through this person, which is useful. Over here, time for an inquiry. So I think, well, what do we want to boost? We could do with boosting some ignorance, so I'm going to investigate this person. Unrepentant, we can afford to lose a bit of penitence, so let's appoint Vasin Eof. Although we are supposed to find, we are supposed to be finding the coward, which is someone who has low fervor. So someone who has low fervor as their thing here is going to be our coward. But I'm pretty sure we found our coward in this person. But we'll try. To burn a book is to protect a child. Yes, in this society that is so true. Okay, let's learn something about, I don't know, this person. Ignorant, we could do with a bit of ignorance. So let's take this person. Good, that looks like a good crew. We've got our letter. The village children are no longer singing about Chernobog. What? Laszlo, why have you done this? Oh, we definitely need to encourage fervor. It's very important that we encourage fervor. Okay, good. We're looking alright, I'm feeling happy with how this is going so far. We need a bit of fervor, and we also need to find out if Tierney is our coward. So I'm going to do these two and hope that it kind of cancels each other out. So, built a monument, more fervor. We got extra ignorance, and a narcissist, so we lost 10 penitence. Okay, not too bad. Ah, yes, a coward. We found the coward for Chernobog, and we can execute them this turn. That's perfect. Okay. Now, we've nearly got this house, Josefica, to be in this zone up here, which means they adore us. But on the other hand, we're about to lose the Ephersons. So I suggest we focus on boosting these two. Because if they adore us, we get extra inquiries, and it's just really easy to figure them out. So I think we go for these two houses, since we don't really need to boost any stat particularly. So we're going to go for this, and we're going to go for this. And look, this person is a narcissist, but it's all working out well. This person's full of fervor, so they'll be helping this out. Yeah, this is good. Got extra fervor, extra ignorance, lost some penitence, but the penitence is going to be boosted back up by Zayana. Zayana is rumoured to be disobedient, but I think that's okay because we have a bit of obedience. We do need to have a higher minimum for obedience, but I think we're good. Okay, I still need to do these two, but I'll do these two and then whatever stat I need to boost. So we're going to do this one, and what stat do we want boosted? We have plenty of ignorance, and we also have plenty of discipline, but this will lose us so much further if we pick Tierney that I don't think it's worth it. So let's go for a little bit more ignorance, since it's just lower than discipline. Okay, extra ignorance, and then even more ignorance because you've got an ignorance virtue. And the vice had some unknown impact, probably on, I didn't see what, probably penitence or something. Uneducated, good, but lowered more penitence, so this is going quite badly actually. Okay, we are unfortunately lower than penitence. I think we have one more season where we get to fix it though, so hopefully we can figure that out and work it out and make it not terrible. Okay. Time for us to make a sacrifice, and again, I know exactly who we're going to be sacrificing. We are going to be sacrificing Tierney. This is going to have a real unfortunate effect on these things, but this is what we need to do. Because the Dark Lord commands it. We need to sacrifice the coward. That she lurked among us. She's dead now, and that's a good thing. There's so much blood running along the floor. Oh, we've got a new whisper caressing our dreams. Oh, we're most beloved, and we're struggling so pleasing. Oh, thank you. Okay, time for us to encourage ignorance. I think we're already pretty good. The perverse one. Okay. I think we're already pretty good on ignorance, yeah, so we just need to boost penitence. Good thing that our obedience requirement just dropped. We must encourage by the end of this season. Yes, don't worry, we're on it. Okay, so pervert is someone with really bad discipline. So let's look for people who have discipline debuffs and then investigate them. So there's no one obvious here, so we're just going to do an inquiry into someone whose positive virtue is already revealed. So let's do this person. Uneducated plus 10. That's fine. So I think for our advisor, we'll take Preben, because that's not a very good positive. His plus ignorant will be at least as good as this plus ignorant. So let's just take this person. Now, this person is extra penitent, which is nice. There's no one with an obvious discipline debuff, so we're going to inquiry. Oh, and we get 2 because they are fervor us, because they adore us. So we're going to... Oh, this person is undisciplined. Investigate again. Slovenly. Damn, that's not what we need. Okay, we're going to take this unknown person completely, because I do want to find that pervert and sacrifice them. And this could be him, Carol. I think the gender might be right on those requests. I'm not sure though. But we're going to appoint this person because they have the discipline debuff, so they might be the pervert. Not debuff. They have their negative trait is to do with discipline. We've got nothing to go on here. Let's take this person, Vania. Sure. And again, for our inquiry, there's someone undisciplined here. Let's find out about... let's just take Balan. I want to find out more about these unknown people, because once I know everyone's traits, even if I don't find major sinners, it will just give me more to go on. Okay, we really need to get our penitence up. This family hates us, so they could do with the boost, so we are going to go ahead and just immediately, just this person, boost our penitence. Okay, we got plus 10. We lost a bit of fervor, lacking fervor. Okay, we're looking alright, I'm trying to keep everyone out of dissatisfied, so I might do the black bones next. And I could also do with finding out more about this person. Yeah, we've got it up above the bare minimum, so I'm going to not worry about it for now, and I'm going to focus on... Yeah, I'm just going to focus on trying to find someone who has a major vice who we can sacrifice, because it's really bad if you sacrifice people that don't have major vices, that you don't have a justification to sacrifice, basically. Which it's looking like we might have to do this time around. A flirt, okay, that's unfortunate. Things are looking fine. The Effersons and Blackbones are like borderline hating us, so I think we will let these two have a go next time, just to boost this up enough. Because actually, I might just do this because it's so important that we boost this. No, I want both, just because I want to find out. I want to find out what his negative trait is. That should be enough. That should be enough. No, Vania! Oh no! No! I should have just... Okay, we've lost 2. That's really disappointing. And then I don't mind boosting obedience. Oh dear. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're done here. We've run out of penitence. I think that's us gone. It was going so well, but unfortunately we got that bad roll for boosting this at the last moment, and I think it's gonna go wrong. Wait. If we sacrifice someone, there might be a way to boost it. We have nothing to go on anyway, so we need to sacrifice someone who will boost. Is there anyone? There's no one. Okay. Oh, whatever. We're out. That's us gone. We're gonna sacrifice one last person anyway for the fun of it. Dead. The blood flows. Oh no, the blood did not flow as dramatically from this one, possibly because they weren't some kind of sinner. And that's us done. There we go. We've repeatedly failed to demonstrate penitence. My dreams howl unendingly for blood until I give my own upon the altar. And, well, that was interesting. That was the Shrouded Isle. We're going to be doing more runs of this. I'm really enjoying this, and I will see you in my next run. Hopefully it'll go better than this one. I have been Sibylla. I will see you next time.